think you know your neighborhood? From Kuala Lumpur to Penang, PJ to Klang, Subang, Ampang, every neighborhood has its own identity and unique story to tell. Travel with us to Malaysia's most beloved and renowned neighborhoods and discover what makes them unique. This is our story. This is Hoods. Yo, we are in the heart of KL. In fact, this is Yap Aloy's previous house. Yep. If you know Yap Aloy, he is like the OG of KL who basically founded KL in many ways. And it's ironic because I'm with the OG of street photography, Prakash Daniel, who's going to take us on a KL photography walk.
Good morning and welcome to Kuala Lumpur. It's 8 a.m, it's a beautiful day, so first thing we're going to do is go grab some grub. The quintessential Malaysian dish, nasi lemak, and the quintessential place to have nasi lemak, Kampung Baru.
The city is so modern, and right now, like there's still a lot of old stuff still happening, but people tend to forget that like old stuff is still there. So I think we're going to see a really good mix of how the old and the new actually is working together.
So we're headed to Nasi Lemak Wanjor, apparently third best in the country, and I'm going to meet a couple of really cool guys, professional athletes. Let's see if Nasi Lemak Wanjor lives up to the hype. That looks amazing. What do you guys think of the food?
It's really good.
This place has been open for
Half a century, right?
yeah, 50 years now, I think. Yeah. I was told the thing to get is the paru.
Baru, yeah.
It's chewy and very savory, so definitely mixes well with the sweetness of the sambal.
Oh, this is the Two Rivers.
Yes.
This is basically where KL was conceived.
That's right, yeah. This mosque is Masjid Jamek Mosque, and recently, this was last year, they were doing some new renovation works, and they actually found the staircase to the mosque.
Oh, wow.
They just excavated this last year.
Oh, you mean that staircase over there?
So back in the day, that is how high the river was.
Wow.
So the sampans used to come and stop here.
And then just naik
yes,
lah.
that's right, yeah.
What's the significance of this clock tower?
Back in the day, most high courts actually had a clock tower. And the clock tower still operates. And there's actually an old Indian uncle.
Inside?
Yeah. No, really.
Serious?
He has to go in every 2 days once to rewind the clock.
Wow.
It's actually manually wound up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Has photographing KL, going on these walks, sort of changed the way you look at the city, the cityscape, the people and stuff?
Some of the places that I remember when I used to see when I was young are no longer there.
Yeah.
So it's replaced with like a cafe or some other business took over, or they usually bring down the old building and then they put a new building there.
Yeah.
So I kind of miss the old architecture as well. But nowadays you don't get that. Now people are trying to emulate that into new buildings.
How did you get started? Parkour is not a very common thing in Malaysia.
Back in the days, I've been like browsing the internet and I found one video. So when I saw that video, it really got into me because all of my life I've thought like all of these flips, all of these big jumps, it's all a lie. I didn't know like real human being can do it.
How are you connected to KL? What makes you part of this city?
I think it's just the idea of the urban environment where you get to express yourself in the urban environment. Parkour is all about efficiency, where you are running from, say, a robber, a mugger, whatever. You go all fast. If you find an open road, you use the road. You don't jump over cars. But free running is more towards about the art of self-expression. So you are expressing yourself in the urban environment.
For your medium of expression, for an artist, it's a canvas.
Yeah.
And for you guys, KL
Yeah.
is your canvas.
Yeah, exactly.
Incredible. I can't even do a forward roll. I'm a no roll.
We'll have to get that fixed then.
Okay. Oh boy.
So we're going to Petaling Street now, right?
Yes.
Chinatown.
We're going to Chinatown. Chi Chong Thai.
Hi. Whoa. All right, all right. And the thing is, you don't see these things if you're in a car. These details only come to you when you're on your feet, when you're sweating your behind off. Okay, we're at this really cool backpacker slash cafe place. It's called The Front Door, aka Grocers Inn. Hopefully they have aircon.
Yes, they do, obviously, yeah.
Like a perfect day to parkour.
Yes! What we're going to be doing is we're going to teach Fuad a safety roll. It's called a shoulder roll. Watch how my hands going to be like this. So
There's no way I'm gonna be able to do that. Here goes nothing. Like that? This is called the shoulder roll, where you maximize your contact with the ground, therefore slowing your body down and kind of dissipating the force of which you hit the ground, and therefore saving your body. Once you come out of the roll, you're ready to run like immediately. But what I'm doing wrong is that I seem to be going sideways. But yeah, I reckon I could get this like maybe in a year or so.
yes. Better. Yeah.
Holy
Better.
that's what I'm saying. Fuck off, man.
Now we're going to try to teach Fuad how to climb a wall.
Okay.
Yeah, alright.
Climb in the wall.
Let's get with the wall.
Climb in the wall. Let's go for the wall.
How do you guys, all of you, meet again?
Because the photography scene in KL is pretty small. I mean, like, you know, photographers who shoot different events and you're always bound to meet them.
But if there's one thing you wish KL would maintain for the future.
The building can change, people can change, whatever also can change. Don't change the food.
Yeah.
Wait, what's on the other side of this wall? Yeah, I think I can try. I don't understand. This is kind of high. Alright, so I just did my first wall jump, and what it is you've actually got to sprint towards the wall. You kick it, then you kick yourself up, you grab onto the wall, and you start pulling yourself over. If you're running and somebody's trying to chase you, this is the fastest way to do that, to jump over the wall. And also it looks pretty damn cool.
That's so good.
Alright, that was alright. It's amazing because these guys actually have a very good handle on the physics behind the sport. So they're always thinking about how to minimize impact and how to use momentum to their advantage and how to break momentum when it becomes at a disadvantage to them. I was a very good physics student at one point, but only in the books. Just.
And there's apparently 12 varieties to the open face sandwiches. Nice. How you like me now?
Cut, Odisa, cut!
Looks crazy delicious.
Oh wow. It's really good, man.
There's egg, there's avocado underneath, but the bread, it's so fresh, so soft.
Yeah.
And they say you eat with your eyes first, so this is definitely very satisfying. And all you visual people agree, right?
Yeah.
What's really cool about this place is it's right smack in the middle of the city, Chinatown, old KL sort of. In this old building, you get this awesome place that offers modern cuisine. I mean, this is quite forward, Scandinavian kind of feel, right? So I love how it's repurposing an old space to push new ideas, and essentially I think that's where KL is heading to. Like preservation of the old, nodding to the past, yet looking forward to the future. It's perfect. So now we need to eat in peace. Camera crew needs to eat as well. Makan! Eat.
So here we are in Jalan Panggung, in the heart of old KL, where every Sunday, like clockwork at 5:30, these bunch of guys, very selfless guys, run this program called Dapur Jalanan, which roughly translates to street kitchen. Chef of the day, what's on the menu of the day?
This is mee rojak.
Mee rojak.
Maybe in Penang they call it pasembo.
Oh, pasembo, yeah. And this is a lot of people. This is easily over 100 for sure. Here we have a very efficient assembly line, and bear in mind some of these guys are doing this for the first time. It looks pretty legit, and it's interesting is there are no lines that you can draw between race or whatever lines that we like to draw when you do censuses and all these statistics. It's really people from all walks of life. And what's a bit different about Dapur Jalanan is I think the speed of which is dispersed. I don't even think that was 10 minutes and everything's done. It's amazing.
We're on our way to watch Malaysia's longest running musical because it's going to be on for an epic 3 years. It's called Mud because essentially KL sprung out of a muddy confluence, and it is being held in the heritage building Panggung Bandar Raya, which was erected in 1904, I believe. So it's more than a century old, which is the perfect setting to host this heritage musical. So let's go check it out. I feel very excited because I believe this musical is going to transport us back in time, like back to the 1800s. And as you can see, like the crowd is really mixed as well.
Welcome to Panggung Bandar Raya. Selamat datang to Mud, our story of Kuala Lumpur.
Hey Part 1,
Hi.
How's it going? So this is Part 1, one of the main coordinators for Dapur Jalanan. Why do you do this?
I look at these young people, they very penat tolong tau. And kita nampak dia macam tak ada platform. So kita nampak semangat-semangat dia ni membuatkan kadang kita rasa macam kita nak maintain, nak teruskan benda tu tau.
How do you think Dapur Jalanan fits into KL?
If you look around, this is one of old town KL lah. This place in the next 5 years maybe will not look like this lah.
Right.
So what we want to introduce is memory collective to all this young generation to recognize KL.
I think it's amazing that there are people out there in this generation where it's all about me, I want this, I want more, that are actually taking some time out and helping other people. Some of these buildings are going to be torn down to make way for new mega structures. Dapur Jalanan was his way of preserving that memory of old KL.
This is Kuala Lumpur, a town of wooden buildings squeezed around 3 narrow roads.
Every day, like the one they came before, every night, how we yearn for something more than sweat and tears.
Can you help us?
Eh, apa khabar? Eh, dari mana ni?
Kuala Lumpur.
Kuala Lumpur. Eh,
Time to call our home. Can't stand one side.
think it was awesome. I mean, the props, the staging, the acting was fantastic. And they were so close. And I thought that was quite confronting, but I loved it. And ultimately, I felt very connected to the story because it is truly our story. This is how KL came about.
Here we are in the middle of Batu Road and we're about to enter an actual time machine. We're going to this restaurant called Colosseum. It's been open since 1921. That makes it almost 100 years old. That's the smell. That's the smell. Hi.
Captain Morgan.
Captain Morgan, I'm Puan. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Right, well, this is one of the oldest restaurants in town since 1921.
1921. Almost 100 years old.
And my grandpa used to work here.
Your grandpa
used to work here? From my father to me.
Right.
So when I was working here at the age of 15.
Wow.
A young age. Okay. Half my life is gone with this company.
Do you speak?
Hainanese, Cantonese.
Cantonese?
Yeah. And a Bahasa.
Bahasa?
Saya Indian. And a little Mandarin.
எனக்கு தமிழ் புரியாது.
உங்களுக்கு புரியாதுனா உங்களுக்கு புரியல நான் கத்து கொடுக்கிறேன் பிரச்சனை இல்ல.
This is very interesting because the sizzling steak is the quintessential dish when you're here in Colosseum. And so much so that my eyes are actually tearing up right now.
We're heading to No Black Tie right now. It is Malaysia's premier jazz club. This is where you go to for live jazz performances, blues, folk, classical, or even spoken word performances. It has a show every day of the week, and I'm about to meet the founder, Evelyn He, of this establishment. No, institution. What moved you to open No Black Tie?
Well, it was I created a stage for myself to perform classical music.
Wow.
That's how it started. The first concert was in March 98, and I used to play every single concert.
What do you think is the secret to No Black Tie's staying power?
Well, I think, the audience identifies with quality. And with his stage, I see it as a showcase, but also as a maturing stage. We need to nurture our young talents, especially the young musicians who are learning jazz, because with jazz, you have to keep playing. You have to play.
Look at this schedule, it's crazy. There's an act every day, literally. Do you handpick the performance?
Yeah, and sometimes you can travel to New York, Paris, Tokyo, but you're not there at the right time, so you don't get to see anything.
Yeah, why travel when it's all here at Jalan Mesui?
I mean, travel by all means.
Yeah, but if you have a weekend here, it's just coming back to No Black Tie. Alright, and then the show is about to start, right? So let's enjoy it.
Oh, that smell is wonderful. That sauce. When you watch like Jamie Oliver and all these guys, all the perfect steak is medium rare, medium rare. This sirloin is still tender at medium well. This is the oxtail soup.
Fresh oxtail soup.
Fresh oxtail soup.
And good for men. Good for the man.
I see.
And this is the stuffed crab.
Oh, wow. This is very good. I've had so much food today, and yet I can still eat because it's so good. So here we go. Roti kawin, because I tak mau cerai lagi lah. Not that I'm married, for all you ladies out there.
What an exhilarating day. What an exhilarating performance. I mean, from walking in the nitty-gritty, looking at the finer details of KL through new eyes, to the sophistication, ending the night with jazz. And just like the performance, I can only sum up this whole experience in KL in one word, which is alive. KL makes you feel alive.